What up YouTube, it's your boy ProfessorStix and I'm back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you advanced tips to help you start dominating Rebirth Island by winning more gunfights and getting more wins. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make Warzone tips and tricks videos and I compare the best weapons in Warzone so you can rise to the top. Alright, let's get right into it. The first thing you want to do is land in a familiar spot. I like landing at bioweapons labs because it has a buy right behind. If you wipe out all of the teams there, it's very easy to get your loadout, drop it in a safe spot, and carry on with your mission to win the match. If you go to construction site, this is also a very good place to land. There's lots of money. There's not a lot of places for people to hide, but there is some high ground so you can get some quick kills, but be careful that people might be shooting from prison. So you do not want to spend a lot of time here. You want to get your money, get your loadout, and move on. The next tip I want to share with you is run an aggressive loadout. If you want to start dropping double-digit kills and winning more Rebirth Island matches, you're gonna have to start running an aggressive loadout. In this video, you see I'm running the MAC-10 and the FFAR, and I'm able to drop a double-digit banger and still get the win. I'm not worried about taking long-distance fights because I'm bringing the fight to my opponent, which brings me to the next tip, which is fight from cover and take different angles. If you're working with a teammate and you're looking to take on enemy teams, you want to take on different angles. Too many times I see teammates who are huddled up in one single room, they're watching the same stairwell, and it's very easy to down those opponents because if you hit one person, chances are you're gonna get a collateral and hit the next person. So you want to take different angles. You want to fight from cover. If you know where your enemy is, try to get a line of sight on them where they can't see you. If you're fighting from cover and you're covering majority of your body, it's going to be harder for your opponents to hit you. So that's why it's important to fight from high ground. It's important to fight from cover. And if you do have one of those deployable shields, make sure you try and use them. They can be helpful in those gunfights. Now, this brings me to the next tip, which is to get downs before you push a building. It's very important that if you're going to be pushing teams or pushing a building, especially in Rebirth Island, where there are many different areas to fight, many different angles to take, many different places to fight from cover, you want to make sure that you get a down before you push an enemy opponent. It is important that you and your teammates work together to push teams as a cohesive unit. Getting it down can open an opportunity for you to flank an enemy opponent, for you to jump in through a window where they're not expecting you, or for you to do a tactical run up the stairs and take out every single person that is there because you have created an opportunity by downing an opponent. When you down somebody in Rebirth Island, people tend to get really scared because they don't want to get thirsted, they don't want to get team wiped and they're out of the lobby. And so this is a good opportunity to push aggressively because the enemy team is going to be in a state of panic. Which brings you to the next tip, which is to use UAVs to your advantage. In Rebirth Island, I've noticed that a lot of people aren't running ghosts. They're either running overkill, they're running restock, they're running high alert, whatever it is that they're running, they're not running ghosts. So you want to keep grabbing UAVs so you can ping enemy teams on the map and get to step in. You want to have an aggressive mindset. This brings me to the next tip, which is to have an offensive mindset. A lot of people don't talk about mindset when it comes to Warzone, and I think it's super important that you have an offensive mindset. You want to be on the offensive. You don't want to be on the defensive. You want to be taking the fight to enemy teams because this is how you win more gunfights. In Warzone, if you can get the drop on an enemy team with the incredible TTK with some of these weapons like the MAC-10, the FFAR, it is so easy to down enemy opponents very quickly. And so you want to have an offensive mindset. You don't want to play passive, especially in Rebirth Island. And the great thing about Rebirth Island is once you learn how to take on opponents, once you learn how to be more aggressive, these skills transfer over into the regular BR mode when you drop into Verdansk. And so this brings me into the next tip, which is to start jump shotting. You need to start adding the jump shot into your repertoire. It is amazing how easy it is to down an enemy opponent if you start using your jump shot, especially if you're on controller, because aim assist is such a helpful thing. If you start jump shotting, you're going to start hitting more headshots. If you start jump shotting, you're going going to start breaking the enemy's camera, which is going to make it easier for you to down them. Just take a look at some of the clips that I'm sharing here. I am absolutely annihilating people because I am using jump shots to either break their camera, catch them off guard, especially if an opponent is standing still ADSing. If you jump into their line of sight, it's going to be very hard for them to track you, and so you want to start including jump shots into your technique. Now, the last tip that I have for you here is to prepare for the end circle. So many people go all out and they end up losing because they weren't prepared for the end circle. Have a gas mask, have a kill streak, make sure you have your ammunition, make sure you have plates, whatever it is that you need. Make sure you stock up on those resources, make sure you loot up so you are prepared for that end circle. Find out where is the best place for you to get advantage. High ground in the end circle is absolutely paramount to winning more games, and so these are some advanced tips to help you start dominating Rebirth Island. If you have any other tips, make sure you drop them in the comments below. As always, guys, if you learned anything new and you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can find your way back for more Call of Duty content. Also, I am streaming over on Twitch Monday and Friday. Link will be at the top of the description below. Guys, make sure you drop into Rebirth Island and keep on improving. Peace.